Hello everyone. How are you my dear children? I hope you all are fine and doing well at home. Again it's time for maths lecture, so let us begin. In our previous lecture we are done with exercise 3.3. Okay? So today we are going to start exercise 3.4. Today we are going to deal with exercise 3.4. In exercise 3.4 again some word problems are there. In exercise 3.3 we had done some word problem. Likewise in exercise 3.4 some word problems are there. So let's do question number 1. A shopkeeper bought 76 tins of cheese. He sold 29 tins. How many tins of chocolate were left? See, there is a shop, and in that shop 76 tins, or you can understand them as boxes, were there. Out of 76, 49 are sold. Now question is asking us to find the number of left boxes, or you can call them tins. The number of tins left. Okay, so all of you first of all write down the question. Here I am not writing question, but in your notebook you have to note down the question. All of you note down the question. Note it down. Note down quickly, dear students. Okay, I hope now you have noted down. So let's start the solution. First of all, we will write solution and start solving the question. Firstly, we will write whatever the information is given by the question. So, the total number of teens are given. So, we will write total teens. How many? 76. So, we will write 76. Now, do not forget about the places. Do not forget to write tens and ones. Now, the next information that is given by the question is sold teens. The number of teens they had sold. How many teens are sold? 49. 49. Okay. Now, question is asking us to the number of teens left. So, we will write left teens. How we will get it? We will get it by subtracting 49 from 76. Okay. So, let's do subtraction. 76 minus 49. So, starting from the ones place, 6 minus 9. Can we remove 9 from 6? No. Why? Because 9 is the bigger number and 6 is the smaller number, and we always subtract smaller number from the bigger number. So here we have to borrow a 10 from this 7. This 7 will become 6 and this 6 will become 16. Now 16 minus 9. All of you count 16 finger marks. Count 16 finger marks. Minus 9. 16 minus 9. So first of all, count 16 finger marks. Minus 9. Minus 9 is there. So count 9 times backward. Okay, so now count the remaining finger marks. How many finger marks are left? How many finger marks are left now? Very good. 7 finger marks. So we will write the number 7. Okay. 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4. All of you now count 6 fingers. Count 6 fingers. Minus 4. Minus 4 is there. So count 4 times backward or take away 4 fingers. Now how many fingers are left? Very good. 2 fingers are left. So we will write the number 2. So 27 teens are left. So let us write the answer. What is answer? Question was how many teens of cheese were left. So we will write there 27 teens left. Okay, and be remember whenever making line, make it with the help of scale. Okay, now note it down quickly. Note it down quickly, dear students. Okay, now I hope you all have noted down. If not, then you can take a screenshot or you can pause the video and note down. Now dear students, read question number 2. Read question number 2. There are 48 seats in a bus. 29 people are traveling in the bus. How many seats are vacant if one person is occupying one seat? See, all of you have traveled in bus. Some of you came school by bus also. So, how we occupy seat in bus? One person occupies one seat. So, there are 48 seats in a bus. 29 people are traveling in the bus. It means out of 48, 29 seats are filled by people they had occupied. Now, they are asking us to find the number of vacant seats. If 48 total seats are there and 29 people are there, so they occupy 29 out of 48. So, if we subtract 29 from 48, then we will get the number of vacant seats. Okay, so all of you first of all note down the question. I am not writing question, but you all have to note down the question. Note it down quickly. Yes, students, done. So I hope you all are done with the question. Let's start the solution. So there are 48 seats in a bus. This is the given information. So let's write about total seats. How many total seats are there? 48. Now 29 people are traveling. If 29 people are traveling, it means those 29 people will occupy 29 seats. So we'll write occupied seats. How many people are traveling? 29. So by those 29 people, 29 seats will be occupied. And do not forget to write about tens and ones. Now we have to find out the vacant seat. So if we subtract occupied seats from total seats, we will get the vacant seats. So let's do this. Now we always start from the rightmost position, that is ones position. 8 minus 9. 8 minus 9. Can we remove 9 from it? Yes or no? No. Why? Because 9 is bigger number and we always subtract smaller number from the bigger number. So we'll borrow a 10 and this 4 will become 3, and after taking a 10, this 8 will become 18. So now subtract 9 from 18. So you count 18.
Now minus 9 is there. So count 9 times backward. First of all, count 18 finger marks. Now count 9 times backward. Now count the remaining finger marks. How many finger marks are left? So how many finger marks are left now? Very good, 9 finger marks. So we will write the number 9. Okay. Moving towards tens column, 3 minus 2. All of you count 3 fingers or open 3 fingers. Now minus 2 is there. So take away 2 fingers from those 3. How many fingers are left now? 1 finger. So we will write the number 1. Please. Are vector. Seats. There are 19 vacant seats. Okay, so all of you note down this fast, note it down quickly. I'm giving you some time, note it down.
If not, then you can take a screenshot or you can pause the video and write, okay? So, moving towards question number 3. All of you read question number 3. Yes, all of you. Question number 3. In the first round of a competition, Anisha scored 87 points and Rahul scored 68 points. Whose score was higher and by how much? See, there is a competition and two persons, Anisha and Rahul, they scored different. Anisha scored 87 points and Rahul scored 68 points. Now question is asking two things. The number one is whose score was higher. So 68 and 87. Which number is bigger? 68 or 87? These are two numbers, 87 and 68. Which number is bigger? Very good, 87 is the bigger. Means Anisha scored higher points. Now by how much? It means we have to find out difference between both the numbers. So all of you note down the question. I am writing question, but you all have to write in the notebook. So note down the question. Note it down quickly, students. I hope you all have noted down now. So let's start the solution. Okay. So first of all, we'll write about the given information. Now in this question, given information is of Anisha's and Rahul's score. So let's write about their scores. Anisha scored how many points? 87 points. So we will write 87 points. So again, do not forget to write about the places, tens and ones. Now the next information is about Rahul. So let's write about Rahul. Rahul scored how much? Or how many points? 68 points. So we will write 68 points. Okay. Now, question was asking us to find two things. The first one is whose score is higher. So we got 87 is the bigger number. It means Anisha's score is higher. Now the second thing, by how much? So we have to find the difference. So let's find out the difference between their numbers or between their scores. 87 minus 68. Now can we remove 8 from 7? Yes or no? No. So what will the next step be? Borrowing. So this 8 will become 7 and this 7 will become 17. Now all of you subtract 8 from 17 and tell me answer. All of you subtract 8 from 70. How many left? Very good. 9. It means we will write the number 9. Okay. Now
7 minus 6. Now subtract 6 from 7. Subtract 6 from 7. How much? 1. Very good. So we will write the number 1. The difference is of 19 points. So we will write 19 points. Okay. So now we will write answer. So first of all, we will write about who scored higher. So we will write answer. Two things are asked. So we will write about one thing first. Whose score was higher? So we will write Anisha's score was higher. Now the second thing they have asked us by how much. So we will write by 19 points. Okay. So all of you note down this. Anisha scored higher and she is having more points by 19 points. Okay. So all of you note it down. All of you note down properly. I hope you all have noted down. Now moving towards next question. Read question number 4. Read question number 4, dear students. I'm rubbing the board. Till then, you all read question number 4. Question number 4 is, there are total of 94 candles in 3 jars. If the first jar has 31 candies, and the second jar has 37 candies, then how many candies are there in third jar? See, we have to find out there are 3 jars. 1, 2 and 3. Now, question has given us information like this. If we add up the 2 candies in those 3 jars, we will get 94 because total 94 candies are there. In first jar, 31 candies are there. In second jar, 37 candies are there. Now we have to find out the number of candies in third jar. So how we will find? We will add these 2, then we will get some number and we will subtract this from total number of candies and we will get the number of candies in third jar. Okay.
So all of you note down the question first. Note down the question. Note down question, dear students. All of you, I hope you all have noted down the question. So let's solve the question. So first of all, we will find out the total number of candies in first two jars. I hope you all have noted down the question number 4. So let's start the solution. Let's write about the given. Let us find first the total number of candies in two jars. So let's write about them. First jar. How many candies? 31 candies. Do not forget about writing tens and ones. Now let's write about second jar. How many candies in second jar? 37 candies. So we'll write 37 candies. Now we have to find the total. How much? 1 plus 7. 1 plus 7 is? Very good, 8. So we'll write the number 8. 3 plus 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So we will write 6. It means total 68 candies are there. Now, we had found out the total number of candies. Now we will subtract this total number of candies from, this is total number of candies, total candies of 2 jars. Now we will subtract these from total of 3 jars. Then we will get the number of candies in jar number 3. Okay. So I am writing here, but you have to write down the below. Okay. See, you are having copies, so you can write down below. I am writing here. Okay, so total of 3 jars. How many candies are there total? 94. 94. Let's write about tens and ones. Let me check if it is visible or not. Yes, this is visible. Nice. 94 what? 94 candies. So we'll write candies also. Now we'll writing. Now we will subtract these total of 2 jars. So again we'll write total of 2 jars. 68. So 68. 68 what? 68 candies. Now for getting the candies in third jar, we will subtract 4 minus 8. 4 minus 8. Can we remove 8 from 4? Yes or no? No, because 8 is bigger number. So borrowing process. This 9 will become 8 and this 4 will become 14. So 14 minus 8. 14 minus 8. So all of you subtract 8 from 14. Subtract 8 from 14. So how many left? 6. So we will write 6. Now 8 minus 6. Now subtract 6 from 8. Subtract 6 from 8. So 8 minus 6 is 2. It means third jar is having 26 candies. 26 what? 26 candies. Now, first of all, you will note down this. After writing, you will note down this below this. Okay? Now, we will write the answer. We got the answer. So, we will write the answer. How many candies are there in third jar? So, we will write there are 26 candies. There are 26 candies in third jar. Okay? So, dear students, with this question, we are done with today's lecture. This is all for today's lecture. We will continue this exercise in next lecture. Till then, students, stay home, stay safe. Bye-bye and keep practicing. Bye-bye, students.